उर्दू और हिंदी लैंग्वेज के लिए ऊपर आई बटन दबा दें।
Grand Theft Auto Online has yet again been brought back from the dead on the PlayStation 3. Thanks to the hard work from a team going by the name REV, they've restored the original Grand Theft Auto Online service, including the ability to save progress, participate in heists, while making the entire game 100% free of any sort of microtransactions. In today's video, I'll be teaching you on how you can revisit this game once again. But before we dive into it, there's a few things that you need to know in order to play again. First off, this project is currently in its public beta phase. This means that you'll probably encounter some bugs and downtime while the team works on getting it to a full release, scheduled for later this summer. Also, this tutorial will include two different methods to get back online. The first one includes the use of both a PC and a USB flash drive, while the other method can be completed directly from the PlayStation 3 console without the need of a PC or a USB drive. It's worth mentioning that in order to play REV, you will need a PlayStation 3 running hen or custom firmware. If you happen to own a stock unmodified console, I hate to break it to you, but this simply won't work. Thankfully, installing hen is very simple to do and takes about 30 minutes of your time. I'll leave a link in the description of a tutorial that I used to install hen on my PlayStation 3 Slim. With that out of the way, let's begin. First thing you'll want to do is remove 3TA from our PlayStation 3. If you happen to use this service before, simply navigate on the XMB to a folder called Game Data Utility, then scroll down until you see the 3TA icon. From here, click triangle on your controller, then select Delete. If you have no idea what I'm talking about or have never used 3TA before, you can simply ignore this part and move on to the second step. After 3TA is deleted, now we want to update Grand Theft Auto 5 to the version called 1.27. In order to do this, simply insert your copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 into your PlayStation 3, then on the XMB, click on triangle on the disc, and then from here, select check for update. So what if you're using a digital copy of Grand Theft Auto 5? Well, this step is slightly different. So before you even update the game, you first want to uninstall Grand Theft Auto 5 from your PlayStation 3, then reinstall the game right afterwards, and then update to version 1.27. The actual update can take a while, so while it's updating in the background, let's move on to the next step and go to our PC. Now that we're on the PC, insert your USB stick and make sure it's formatted to FAT32. Once that's confirmed, we want to join the official REV Discord server. This server contains all the necessary files needed to run the application, as well as verifying our PSN with the service. Once logged in, you want to navigate to a channel called beta-test-boots. From here, you're presented with a few options. In order to know which file you need to download, you're going to have to verify what game ID your copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 belongs to. You can find this on the physical game box by looking on the spine of it. From there, it should start with either BULS or BLES. Make sure you download the e-boot that matches the first four letters. So in my case, it was BLES. If you're using an ISO backup, you can also find the game ID using Multiman. Simply open the application, find Grand Theft Auto 5 from the game list, select triangle, then select game settings. It should appear under the game's box art as displayed on the screen right now. Once downloaded, we need to rename the file to the following name, eboot.bin in all caps. After that's completed, we simply want to drag the eboot file to the root of our flash drive. Beauty. Alright, now we can safely eject the drive and insert it back to our PlayStation 3. Now, the next step requires us to move the eboot file that we just downloaded onto our PlayStation 3's hard drive. In order to do that, we need to use a tool called Multiman. If you don't have this application, I'll leave a link in the description of the latest version. Inside Multiman, we want to navigate to the far left and look for an option called File Manager. Inside File Manager, we want to locate our USB drive that we just got from our PC. Once found, we want to find the eboot file that we just created, click circle, then select copy. We're now going to copy the eboot onto our PlayStation 3 hard drive. It should be labeled under the name dev_hdd0. Inside that directory, we're going to look for a folder called game. Now, you're going to see a lot of folders here, but we're going to want to find the game ID matching our version of Grand Theft Auto 5. So in my case, it was named BLUS31156. Once you found your corresponding game ID folder, we simply go inside and we're going to look for another folder called usrdir. Now inside that, you're presented with an existing eboot.bin file. This is going to be overwritten with the one we renamed earlier. In order to do that, we simply click circle on our controller, then hit paste inside the directory. Perfect, now you're ready to test Grand Theft Auto Online. Before we do that, I also discovered an alternative method to download the required eboot files by using just a PlayStation 3 without the use of a PC. If you've already copied the files to your PlayStation 3 hard drive, then simply skip to the following timestamp on screen, as this part is completely optional. First, on the XMB, navigate to the network panel and open up the internet browser. Now, inside the browser, hit the start button on your controller and type in the URL that you see on screen right now. Once the pastebin site has been loaded, we want to copy the corresponding eboot file link that matches our version of Grand Theft Auto 5. All you have to do here is simply highlight the download link by holding the X button. After all the text has been selected, release the X button and it should prompt you to copy the text. Now select start again on your controller and navigate to the far bottom right of the on-screen keyboard for the paste option. Simply paste the link, then hit enter. From here, the PlayStation 3 should prompt you to download and save to a directory of your choice. I'd recommend saving inside the downloads folder inside devhd000. Once that's been successfully downloaded, we want to back out of the browser and head over to Multiman. Inside Multiman, we want to navigate to the file manager. From there, we simply want to go to the directory that we saved the eboot file into. Inside that directory, we want to click on the file and select circle. From here, simply rename the eboot file to eboot.bin in all caps. After that's been renamed, select circle again, then hit copy. Once that's been copied, go back to the root of the PlayStation 3 hard drive, and you're going to want to look for a folder called Game. Scroll down a list of folders until you find the game ID matching your version of Grand Theft Auto 5. Inside that folder, we're going to look for another folder called usrdir. Once we're inside that folder, all we have to do is simply paste the eboot file that we copied earlier. Very clean. Now we can move on to the final step. Now that the hard part is done, we can finally test to see if it's working or not. In order to do that, simply load your copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 and boot the game into online. When you finally log in, the game will instantly tell you that you've been permanently banned. Bruh. Don't sweat it, as this is normal. In order to fix this, we need to go back to our PC and back to the REV Discord channel. From here, you're going to want to find a channel called bots-commands. Type in chat the following command, /discord link, which should open a spot to where you can enter your PSN in. Make sure you spell this 100% correctly and matches your existing PlayStation Network name. Once that's completed, we can simply move back to the PlayStation 3, close Grand Theft Auto 5, and reopen it once again. This time, when logging into Grand Theft Auto Online, you should see the splash screen, which is a great sign. From here, simply complete the introduction race and Lamar's mission, and after that, Grand Theft Auto Online is fully playable on the PlayStation 3 once again. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try my best to help. That being said, I strongly recommend asking on their Discord channel, as chances are they'll know more about the game than I would. Anyways, if you enjoy this style of content or like legacy gaming, please consider leaving a like or even a subscription. It's greatly appreciated. But until next time, fellas, peace.